MSME sector, she has given lot of fillip to MSME sector because the backbone of the Indian economy is around 30 to 35% of the GDP of the India is backed. It's from MSME. So MSME is one of the bread and butter for the Indian economy to grow or Indian economy to die. So in order to not to have a death of that, a lot of fillip was given by Finance Ministry in one of the tranches. What she has done is, in MSME sector, the definition of MSME totally got changed. Because suppose if I now have some plant and machinery or my business exceeding 5 crores, I lose my MSME status. If I don't do that, what will happen if I lose my MSME status? I will go to the ordinary industry. The benefits which I am enjoying as MSME, I will try to lose it. So she has brought it up to 100 crores. See, this also they have made it up. One of the factors is now they have made it into the total revolving of the credit. See, suppose if I do the turnover in the particular sector activity which I do, if the turnover is 100 crores also, I can continue to become the MSME. If this turnover, why they brought it, they want to bring it to GST to get connected. That's another side. So what has happened is, in the MSME sector, what is the problem with MSME sector? There are some 3 sets of problems where there. See, suppose till February, I was running very well. My MSME unit, maybe I am having around 10-15 lakhs of a small unit. I was running very well. But because of this labor problem, lockdown, my unit has not functioned, my material has not gone, my raw material is not there. All these things made me not to repay. So what government was thought is, suppose now I require some credit for the running of this MSME unit which I was doing it. Now my main has come, at least some resources with which I was doing it has come. But I am not in a position to do the activity because I go to the bank, what he will do? As a banker, all of us will say, sir, not possible, sir. Tomorrow you come, sir, we'll see. My circular has not come. I am not ready. So we will give a lot of excuses in not doing it. So government has come a collateral-free loan of up to 3 lakh crores in the sector which was earlier performing, which was a performing asset, which is now not performing because of this MSME, because of this lockdown. I will get a loan from the bank, collateral free, which I don't want to give any collateral. Suppose if I don't do that, government will stand as a guarantor for me. See, this is one of the structural reforms which is very good. Only problem will be the bankers, whether they implement or not. It's left to the banks to decide, or managers to take a decision, or the banks to push it. But this is going to be one of the top notches of the MSME recovery if this letter and spirit with which this has been designed is taken up. See, one of the units which has become a sick in December or February or January or December or November of last year, which is in a stressed asset, which is not able to do that. For that also they have given around 10,000 crore. Fillip has been given in this MSME. Or I am doing well. Somehow I managed to pay my installment of 2-3 credits, which I have somebody, my friend of neighbor of my farm area. He has now paid some 2 things. He wants now some money. He was asking me. I went to the bank other day, Indian bank. I tried to get him. He said that, sir, there is no facility. What I can do? So there is also a facility for a running unit for expand also. For that also they have given on 25,000. So lot of things have been done by this particular sponge on which the government is going to stand as a guarantor for this. This is one of these conditions with which you can pump the money. The other one is SPV model, special purpose vehicle model. I think I'm not boring. No? Just some information I'll give. I'll go back. I'll rush back. See, this last year what has happened? The government has given a SPV model, special purpose vehicle model. Government has infused in the real estate sector, which was in a very pathetic condition last year. They have created a fund called Alternative Investment Fund. It is nothing but government has given 15,000 crores. LIC and State Bank has given 5,000 crores. 25,000 crore fund has been created for the purpose of reviving this real estate sector through NBFC, for which already some real estate work is going on. They are not in a position to carry out because of various factors with which it is running. Last year it was. So like that, we can create some of the models, SPV model we can create in this particular COVID condition also, so that we can do some liquidity can be injected into the system. Next is recapitalization of public sector bank. I do not know whether bank will be doing it. If the government will be thinking of doing that, this is one of the suggestions given by one of the directors of the RBI. Government issues bond to government will issue bonds that will be subscribed by the bank. The money collected by the government comes back to the bank as capital. Bank earn any interest on the bonds, and they have money, they can do that. This is one of them. The other one is RBI's revaluation reserves, for which I think Bimal Jalan committee has taken a decision not to give. So let us not talk on that, because what happened in the revaluation of reserves, one point I just want to tell for the benefit of the audience. See, suppose India is having now foreign exchange reserves of around $450 billion we have as on date, around 435 to 450 we have, this much dollars we have. This is sufficient to take care of around next 10, 11 months of Indian economy to run. Why I wanted to say this is, in 1991, we didn't have any balance of payments, we didn't have. So what has happened, we had only balance of payment only for 10-15 days to run. So now we have balance of payment around 450 foreign reserves are there. But now the dollar is around 75 rupees. Suppose tomorrow it appreciates, it goes to 76, 77 rupees. The revaluation reserve bond, which we want to take it and give it to the system, to the RBI, to the bank as lending it, it will backfire. So there is there's a loud thinking that whether we can do the revaluation reserve, which is now out of our purview. Then one more thing, tapping the global funds. This fund of funds. Now, Nitin Gadkari, I think MSME has given one funds of funds. See, the unit is running well. They want a fund. They can tap the global fund. They can MSME bonds can be done on some of the running units. Suppose it's a big unit, some corporatization of that. And with that, when the bond is coming, we can sell the bond. We can tap the global fund. One other is expanding the HTM, L to maturity. The paucity of time, I do not know whether I have time. Is 441. See, all public sector banks, all banks are required to keep some amount of the fund taken as a deposit in the SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. So in that ratio, I can keep it in the bond. In the bond, there are three types of bond is there. There are one bond which L to maturity is there, which is a defined days of the bond, which is having a longer maturity period, 2 years, 3 years. Government will announce the longer maturity bond. If such maturity bonds are now made available to the banks, they can keep the deposit there, and from that they can create the money. So this is one of the methods for which they can pump the money.